Hello, all my friends. How are you? How you doing? Me, I'm doing okay. Well, not really. Um, if you've noticed, today is Sunday or Monday, depending on how long it takes to download this. Um, I had a bit of a problem over the weekend. Friday, my daughter, my youngest one, uh, I watched my two youngest granddaughters, her two youngest daughters, so that her and her husband and my oldest granddaughter could go out hunting for tracks for when they go out hunting next month. And so she brought them Friday afternoon, about I'd say it's about 1 o'clock, about 1:30. They got out of school early because of some school function thing going on. So she brought them up here, and she wasn't really happy about some things. She's finding out her job is they got new management for the store, and they really don't give a crap about their employees. And she's requested some time off in October, like she does every year. And now they're telling her, well, why do you need all this time in October off? And she says, because I have family functions going on. The kids are out of school a lot of that time in that month, and someone has to be home for them. Well, we'll see. So she's upset about that. Well, October is when the weekends is when she's going hunting and all that with her husband and her daughter. But anyway, she brought the kids. Well, me and my two granddaughters, we got so busy with everything that we were doing and talking and watching a movie and everything, I forgot to do my vlog. I wish I hadn't, because then things would have been better on that respect. But Saturday morning, I woke up, got up, went to the bathroom, came back into my room to sit down, and all of a sudden, I couldn't move. I was hit with such a pain on my lower right side of my back. It felt like somebody took a hot knife and stabbed me. And it was hot, it was burnt, it was itchy, sharp. I mean, I've been in pain like you wouldn't believe. I couldn't move. And so I spent most of Saturday, almost all Saturday, in this wheelchair, unable to move. I couldn't even look at my computer very well because I could barely move my arm to even reach the mouse. Then on top of that, I'm trying to fix my kid, take care of my grandkids, and everything that their mother brought for them to eat for lunch and dinners had to be heated in the oven, not the microwave, the oven, which meant I had to get up and do it. So yeah, I was not doing so good. So when I finally got into bed Saturday night, I got up and I finally found a way to sleep without being much in pain. I got up Sunday and I'm still in pain. No matter what I did, I couldn't seem to find a spot that wouldn't hurt. I mean, I'm still a little bit uncomfortable, not as bad as I was. But one of my neighbors brought me some ibuprofen. And so I took some ibuprofen, and it helped a little. But by the time she picked them up about it was more like 3:30. By the time she picked them up by 3:30, my back was starting to feel just a little bit better, but not a whole lot. So needless to say, from the time she's picked them up until about an hour ago, I have been doing everything I could to try and reduce this pain. I can't get my Iceman down. And even if I could get it down, I couldn't get it ready. I couldn't do anything to get it set up for me to use. So that's one of the drawbacks to not having a caregiver on the weekends or in the evenings. But I deal with it. I how you put? I just my cats have gone crazy, like normal. They're normal, yes. Anyway, it seemed like about an hour ago, I got up, I had to go to the restroom, and I'm like, okay, things aren't quite as bad as they were. I'm moving a little bit. One thing I have to remember is I cannot sleep. I'm going to have to be very careful about how I sleep, and see, hopefully, I'll be able to sleep tonight and still get up, because tomorrow I have a lot that's got to get done, and you would not believe how much I have to get done between now and the 5th of October when I want to get decorated for Halloween. I mean, to give you an idea of what I'm doing, I have been working on my spell books and my potion book and my potion bottles, and this is one of the books that I finished. You can open it. I mean, it can be open, but it's not made to be open. But I mean, tell me what you think about it. I mean, it's the first one I've ever really done. I worked on once before in a class, but it was not as elaborate as this. And so, tell me what you think about it. I'm kind of curious. The next one I'm working on is going to be curses, and then I have another one that's going to be incantations or something like that. I have like 6 different ones I want to make. I definitely I want to make that spell book. Even if I can't put the spells in it, I want to get the covers made. And then by this time next year, I'll have the papers made for the spells so that it'll be open. Also, I'm working on my haunted house, my plastic canvas haunted house. This is what it will look like. I just thought it was adorable. Yeah, it's not what you call, whoops, hold it. I'm wearing my headphones. I'm finding out I can hear better what I hear. I mean, in case I didn't tell you before, I am partially deaf. I'll tell you what happened later. But yeah, I fell in love with this. And it'll also look really cute with the craft foam haunted house and everything. So I have most of the pieces stitches. It's just a matter of now of getting it all put together. And then I'm also working on my character spoons, getting them painted and everything else. And I'm also working on my Halloween bird houses. I went and picked up a different house for the haunted house part. And so, anyway, I'm working on them and all that. So, and then I still have other things I have to get done. I got to work on the skull candle things, you know. I don't know if you remember these skulls. I'm going to have them three, you know, one stacked on top of the other. And then, and then plus on the base and the top, and I have everything painted, spray painted black. And if I can get away to the store and get a bottle of metallic gold paint, I might highlight some of it in gold. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. I'm also working on the craft foam haunted house. I'm also working on the goblets. I'm also working on the 3 sets of ghosts. I'll be working on them, or hoping to start working on them. And then all those flower pots I need to get started working on too. So, and then that's not even half of what I want to get done. So this weekend really irritated me not being able to do a whole lot. I mean, I finished this. Actually, I finished this this morning when I was sitting in my chair and not being able, I was able to sit there and do some work on it because I didn't have to do a whole lot of movement and everything. By the way, I do want to give a shout out to the person who's inspired me about the way I do my vlog. His name is Steve Bland, Bland Designs. I like watching his blogs, and I basically pattern my vlogs basically the way he does his. I like the way he does it. I like the way he keeps it all in order and everything. And so I just want to give a shout out that he inspired me, and that it's because of him the way I do my vlogs and everything. And this week, what has made me mad? You would not believe. Okay, if you've had a chance, I have done several videos of hauls. I've gone to Michael's, and I've gone to the Dollar Tree. And one of the things that has irritated me, and it has irritated me a lot from different time to time, is the price stickers. And the stickers are on these things. They put these stickers on and then they won't come off. I bought 4 clay saucers for the skull candle holders. The skull candle holders. None of those stickers will come off. Now, I know I can hear some of you saying, well, use a glue gun or whatever that other stuff is. I don't have $8 or $9 to pay for that. And it turns out that the two craft stores that I have access to, neither one, they carry it, but they don't have it. Every time I go to get the stuff, they never have any. And I can't get online to go buy any, because the shipping is just outrageous. So I don't have the money for that. But it just really irritates me. They know that people want to be able to do things, especially from the craft stores. They know that people are going to want to be able to take the stickers off and do what they want to do. I bought 4 glasses to put on top of 4 candle holders to make these Halloween goblets that I want to make. 2 of the stickers came off really easy. No problems whatsoever. The other 2, they have gone through the dishwasher 3 times and those stickers still aren't coming off. I've tried mayonnaise. I've tried alcohol. I have tried, like I said, through the dishwasher. I have tried soaking them. And so partial of the stickers have come off, but not the whole thing. Forget about the clay saucers. I can't get those stickers off to save my life. I have even taken a needle. I took a very fine quilting needle trying to get those stickers on, and they do not come off. So I'm hoping that when I go to paint them, that I can glue the things, or I can hide those stickers. I don't know. And then the birdhouses, oh, I have one birdhouse that I don't care the sticker is on the bottom. Why do they put that stuff on with glue? I know that they're trying to keep people from taking a sticker from one cheap item and putting it on there to make it cheaper. But there's got to be a different way of doing it. There has to be. All I know is that I am happy it's on the bottom of the birdhouse. But a lot of the birdhouses that I bought here the other day, the stickers were on the back of the birdhouses. That's going to show. And what if I couldn't get those stickers off? Grant, one of them just about almost didn't. It took me quite a while. I ended up having to use my pocket knife to get the sticker off. So and then that little box I bought, same thing. Sticker was on the back of the box, and it took forever to get that sticker off. Now, the little coffin thing I made that you flip a switch and it lights up, they have the sticker there and that thing. It came off real nicely so that I could take the sticker off, so when I go to paint it, it's, there's no residue or anything. So yeah, no, and it's not just craft items. My oldest daughter, we went to the store, to Walmart, to go buy some things that she needed. And she went to try and go take the stickers off, and oh, they wouldn't come off. And packaging. Oh, that's another pet peeve. Why is some of the packaging they do is so ridiculous. She went to go buy, she needed a new can opener. Now, I've seen can openers that the can openers, no packaging. But they're not the best ones either. I mean, they have packagings that are the little cardboard things, they slip through and all that. And they might have a piece of plastic keeping them to the cardboard. Those are easy to dislodge and all that. But the ones she really wanted, the good ones, yeah. That was ridiculous trying to get the sticker. And they put the sticker just about where the can, you would have the can. Ridiculous. I don't understand what, the way they got the packaging too. We ended up having to get utility scissors to cut this packaging open. And she says, it's a good thing I'm keeping this, Mom, because uh, what if she didn't, it turns out she didn't want to keep it. What if she opened it up and found out this is not what she wanted? Then they'd have a hissy fit because the packaging is destroyed. Um, what was something else that we were talking about, the packaging that was ridiculous? Um, hold on. I have a problem with a feline who is getting ideas that she doesn't realize. Yeah. No, they need to start. I mean, I don't know where they're getting the ideas of the way packaging and stickers are supposed to be. So, needless to say, um, that's one of that has been a pet peeve of mine for years. I remember I know something. I went and bought a statue, a bisque statue at a store, and it was of the Holy Family. And there's now one lady is the one who designs the molds, and she makes the molds, and she pours them and fires them and all that other stuff. And this other lady is the one who priced them and sold them and everything. She used to she used to write the prices on stickers and then put the stickers on the bisque. Oh my God, you have no idea what kind of residue that leaves behind. It is really, really bad. I wanted to take that bisque back. I wanted to take that statue back until I want another one without a sticker. Because where she put the sticker, I couldn't get the residue off. Sorry. And no matter how I painted it, I could not hide that residue. Finally, one of my friends, I'm going to kill her. She will die a painful death. And I'll be short one cat for a brief moment. Anyway, a friend of mine came over and he used it wasn't Glue Be Gone or anything like that. He used a solution that got rid of the residue. Even with the paint that I had put over it, it helped get rid of the residue. So I thought, oh, thank God. But when I went back and said something, she goes, oh, yeah, no. She says, we do not use stickers. We now use a very fine point pencil. And I told her, you write it down lightly. And she kept thinking, well, people are going to erase it. No one is going to go in and erase the price off the bisque while you're standing there watching them pick out what they wanted. So anyway, that's my pet peeve my main pet peeve for the week. So one of the things I was doing also yesterday and part of today was going through YouTube. I get YouTube on my TV, and I was going through some of it. I saw a thing that was done by on a channel. May did it. She did this paper bagged photo journal, and I thought, oh, I want to make one. I mean, I just love the way she did it. And then I saw another one she did. It was made out of envelopes, and I thought, well, I got all those big those manila envelopes. They're not full-size manila envelopes, about half size. I used to have several pen pals, and I literally wrote books. I typed them. I didn't type them. I spoke them. I have a program on my computer that I can talk, and it types what I'm saying. But I thought, that's something I might want to do after Christmas, is make a photo journal of oh, Penelope, please don't break those witches. Is make a photo journal of all my Christmas pictures and everything. Then I saw, and I don't know who it was. I didn't, I know what it was. I found the pattern that I used to have for these quilled snowflakes. So I thought, I want to make those for Christmas. So one of the other things I want to do is I want to get online and see if I can find the website that I used to go to. They sold this white paper that was kind of like frosted looking on both sides, and see if I can find it and buy some and make some quilled snowflakes for my tree and decorations. Then I like to watch this one YouTuber. Her name is Mandy, and she does a lot of mixed media and other things like that and everything. Well, she's got on her Facebook group and also on her YouTube thing, she has this mixed media challenge. It's a Halloween mixed media challenge. And what it is you have to use something that's meant to be thrown out, like a piece of cardboard, a cereal box, the back of a pad. For me, I'm using one of the boxes that I broke down from moving, or you can put it in your mixed media journal. These are not meant to be mailed or anything because most of us, we're broke. And so this is just something that we're going to do. But it has to be a Halloween theme, and it has to include some type of foil. Aluminum foil, candy foil, wrapper foil, anything like that, even craft foil. But it has to include some kind of foil. Now, while she's talking about, and it has to be done by October 15th. Now, while she's talking, I thought, I know exactly what I want to do. I have a picture of a haunted house, and it's mainly, grays and black and white, that kind of thing. And I thought, I'm going to fussy cut that to haunted house out. And I'm going to take a piece of gold foil and put it on my cardboard. First, I'll do the background. I'll do art paste or something like that and make it all gray and dark and gloomy. And then I'll put the foil on to represent like the moon. I have a tree that I thought I'll cut out of dark gray paper and glue it onto there, and also do the haunted house with some low dim light looking paper and everything like that. I want to do some 3D bats on it. Even the tree might be a little bit 3D. I also want to have some grave markers and everything. And then I might even have a zombie or two walking among the graves. I have some pieces of little skeleton thingies that I thought I could even have a couple of the skeleton hands or feet, kind of like glued on there, like they're kind of, trying to get out of the ground and all that. So I thought I want to try that. Now I can't guarantee I'm going to do it for sure, but it's something that I want to do. So something else I wanted to let you know. I am posting a video of my craft room because I need help. I need a lot of help, and not just in my craft room, but that's another different type of vlog. I'm posting a video of my craft room to get help on how to organize it. Now, one of the things I have done is I am getting some boxes that are 12 by 12 by 5.5. I am going to take everything off the shelves, and if they're not already in a container, they're going to go in a box that is like all the fabric paints will go in a box. All the they'll go in their own category in the boxes. Then I will see what I have and then either make boxes or buy containers to fit what I have. And then I have to figure out how I'm going to organize them onto my shelves. I have, now this is going to get you, and everyone's going to, when I told this one group, they're like, can I have some of it? It's like, no, because I use it all. I have over 300 bottles of paint. I use Cremacoat and I use Americana paint. I do a lot of ceramics, I paint wood, and I do a lot of decorative painting. So I use all this paint. I even used it to do this book. Some people don't realize how, somebody that's, that gets into a lot of this, how much paint we use. Unfortunately though, I have them in 3 containers, so they're under the bed storage type containers. And the problem is I can't get under my bed all the time to pull them out. And they still sit on the floor, and I can't keep reaching down on the floor to get my paints. So I need to figure out how to get them up off the floor and stored to where I can use them when I can look at it and say, oh, I want this color, this color, this color. Or I've already got the names of the colors written on top, so that I know what they are. But I got to figure out how to get these stored so that I can see what I have and be able to use them without any problems. And sorry for that little jiggling. Penelope is doing her thing about going from one end of the room to the other over everything. But I gotta get this craft room. I mean, I share it with my bedroom. It's also my bedroom, but the only thing I consider part of my bedroom is the fact that I have my bed in there and my CPAP machine. I don't consider my TV part of my bedroom because when I'm in there doing something, I can turn my TV around and watch a movie while I'm painting or creating or whatever, or sewing. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot of wall space because of the shelves. The biggest wall space I have is over my bed. I have a twin size bed, so that ain't going to help trying to get a smaller bed. And I like my twin size bed, so I don't have a problem sleeping on a twin bed. But, I mean, as I said, there's my problem, is space. I have a closet that right now is all of my, what I call my project closet. Now, granted, I am slowly getting that emptied out and taken care of. My oldest daughter, I told her I would give her $10 a month if I could have a little part of her garage to put my holiday decorations in, so that I could use the closet that's out on the patio to put my bigger containers of my projects and everything out there, so I can start using my project closet like to hold my yarns. Because I'm finding out, I should have known this was going to happen from where I lived before, I'm getting these crates to put my yarn in. So all I have to do is pull out what I need. Unfortunately, the cats pull out what they want to play with too. Yes, I'm talking about you, baby girl, and you, Penelope. But you understand what I'm saying. Cats, yarn, given. I'd like to use the space where the boxes of yarn are right now to maybe put my paints, if I can figure out a way to put them. I will give you an idea that someone's told me. Now I want to get the paints up off the floor. I can't keep going down on the floor looking, for the paints. She thought, why not get crates, the small crates, not the big ones, but the small crates. Put the paints in on their sides. And since they'll have their names, put them like that. She goes, granted, you're not going to be able to keep them in any specific order. You might be able to have like one crate have, parts of yellow, orange, red, blue, green, purples, grays, whites, and blacks, that way. Yes, I thought about that. But the problem is now how we're going to get those crates up off the floor. She said, well, maybe you might want to start looking for a small table for them to sit on and then use under the table to keep other larger container or something of other things that you might need. Idea. Or we thought about buying another set of the shelves, but the more I look at those shelves and the size of the crates, I don't think they'll fit all my paints. As I said, I have about 300 bottles of paints. So I think it's going to have to be something that if I do now one person also suggested doing PVC pipes. I decided to look into that. She was telling me how her husband said about doing it. And she said be all up against the wall. That came out to be like a nice idea, except for one teensy little problem. I could probably buy 3 or 4 pipes a month, which I can do that, but I still have to be able to cut them. And I found out from talking to somebody that was there at the store, I went to Lowe's. They said you can buy these things to cut the pipes, but it disfigures it a bit. It doesn't keep it totally round. It gets a little bit oblong. I don't want that because the pipes are only going to be about that long as it is. So if you start getting one end a little squished, it's not going to fit the bottles. So, I mean, but it was an idea. I mean, the more I thought about it, I go, that's not such a bad, and it would still be get a table and then build the PVC pipes, line here, then a line on top of them, and then a line here, figure out a way to keep them, straight line up and keep them all one on top of the other. Something to think about, or do it like, every other, then every other. We'll see. But I do know this. That's one of the other things I wanted to start doing once I get the boxes. I have foam cord board. I watched a fantastic video of this lady that made a box using foam cord. And I thought, that's not such a bad idea is to make a box, because I do have quite a few bottles of Elaine's glue and other glue type things and everything. And I only need a box that's about this wide, but I need it to be about this long. And if I can make a box like that out of the foam cord, where I can put the glues in and then just fit it, decorate the way I want to, and then just fit it into the thing, that would work there for the glues. I know my daughter says, Mom, why don't you take your decorative scissors? I have about 20 different scissors that cut different edgings, but they're on a turnstile, like a Lazy Susan type thing. She goes, why don't you take them out of there and make something to hang on the wall or the door that the scissors can go in, and this way you can see what they are. They don't take up room on your shelves, and you're able to still get to them and not have to go back and forth all the time. So now that's something I don't have a problem with, is going back and forth to get things that I need. I know everyone says, oh, well, I keep this and this and this all at my table because I use them all the time. I can't do that. My table's in the middle of the room, so I don't have anything that I don't have a wall that my table's up against on the long side. It is on the short side, but not the long side. And that's that whole wall right there that I don't, that one section of wall. I know I have to figure out a way to utilize that space for different things. So that's another thing. So like I said, hopefully in the next day or two, I will get this video up and I'll post it, and then hopefully somebody can help me. So that's all I have for today. I know it's not, I like I said, I'm not much thinking today. I haven't totally thought about everything I wanted to say and all that, because I haven't really thought about it, because with the pain I've been in and everything that's been going on this weekend. And don't misunderstand, I love my granddaughters, but man, can they wear a person out. And something else I found out, those girls can eat you out of house and home. Oh my gosh, and not gain a single pound. My middle granddaughter got on my scales. She is 8 years old. She barely weighs 34 pounds. My youngest granddaughter is 6 years old. She'll be 7 in December, and she weighs 38 pounds. The younger one is they're both about the same height. Now, the younger one's just a little bit stockier than the middle one. But those two, they weigh about the same thing they did when they were here a month and a half ago. And I know they eat, because I asked their mother, how much do they eat at home? And she goes, Mom, they don't quit eating. She said, always eating. But they're always active too. Now, the only thing they couldn't do here is they couldn't run around. They couldn't jump up and down or anything like that, because, this is a retirement home. So, yeah, those two. Is it going to be fun as they get older? So, this is where I'm going to end it. If this is your first time, hit the subscribe button, ring-a-ding-ding my bell, um, hit the like button, hit the share button. Also, be kind to one another. Don't do anything that you'll regret later. If you're trying to lose weight, keep it up. It's possible. It's not an impossible task. It's just a matter of learning to live differently and eat differently. And if you're a crafter, keep on being creative, because that is the best source of relaxation I know of there is. Everybody have a good night. I will be talking to you next Friday, and see you then. Bye-bye.